Hello, my name is Connor Hurtis, and today I will be discussing four of the following topics, including Internet of Things, cloud computing, computer hardware, and open source. To start off, I will explain what Internet of Things is. The Internet of Things is a network of physical objects accessible through the Internet. This is to help the human operating system using it to become more efficient. One of these days, there will be more things on the internet than there are people. The example of a farm animal with a biochip transponder is an electronic device that is inserted into the skin of an animal to provide the animal with a unique identification number. Injectable ID chips, which are less painful, faster to implement, and more cost-effective than ear tags, have been used by farmers to identify their livestock for many years now. A thing on the Internet of Things can be anything that can be assigned an IP address, provided the ability to transfer data over a network. The Internet of Things, or IoT, connects our everyday consumer objects to work as a system with one another for a more productive life. Having everyday consumer objects and industrial equipment work on a network in order to gather information and increase the efficiency of objects through device management is one of the main goals behind the idea of the Internet of Things. Cloud computing is being able to access data through Internet-saved information instead of using original hard drive on the computer device. In science, the term cloud is commonly defined as a large collective of objects that appear from a distance as a cloud in the sky would materialize. The term cloud is actually just a metaphor for the word internet in this case. Simply, cloud computing means to store access data through the internet instead of using a computer's hard drive. Cloud computing supplies the user with virtual servers to store their information. Cloud computing has the ability to withhold information on an internet server that would cost a consumer money each time to load a program on a new computer without it. Major companies have already adapted to the new life of cloud computing, like Apple with its version of iCloud, Google with Google Drive, and Netflix with its viewer memory. Internet storage is absolute selling point whenever it comes to cloud computing. Each company is making their own rules when it comes to the financial side of cloud computing, but most likely it's going to be safer than the alternative of local storage, which could potentially be damaged and lost forever. Also, users can access their information from any computer as long as there is internet access. Our next topic is computer hardware, which is essentially everything that is physically visible and can physically be touched on the operating system that makes the computing device function. Things that are considered hardware are like CPU boards, monitors, mouses, wireless cards, computer data storage, hard drive, hard disk, system units, graphic cards, sound cards, memory, motherboard, and chips. These are different physical things that can make up a computing device, and certain things you can add or take away. The opposite side of computing hardware is the machine-readable software that tells the computer's processor to perform specified operations from its system. Everything with the ability to connect to the internet has computer hardware that makes the connection possible. The combination of certain hardware is coming out of everyday things because in the future generations, the people using these computers want less physical objects doing more technical operations. This is why laptops and smartphones are such a phenomenon in today's culture. The term built-in will become something in the standards generation tomorrow. Things like built-in speakers and cameras are already becoming expected rather than a luxury. Hardware has come a long way in the past years, and some hardware will always have the same components that are the base of the internet connection. Our next topic is open source, which is making a system open via a free license to a product designer. Generally, it's referring to a computer program that has a source code that is available to general public for use of whatever they will do with it. Open source allows the modifiers to take their code and use it into their upgraded technology. The interesting thing about open source program is that anyone who has the ability to get internet access can attain the benefits of open source software. Most people in the computing industry prefer open source because it gives the user freedom when working with their computing software. They are granted this freedom because the user has the ability to look over the code and make sure it's not doing anything the user doesn't like. Programmers can also change parts of it if they do not like it. Other users prefer using open source program because it is accessible to the public and they do not have to ask for permission to use it. Therefore, it is often most likely programmers' bugs will be found easily and updated faster. Students can benefit from having an open source software because they learn more and how to write their software.